The benefits of gratitude go beyond a sense of self-worth, self-efficacy, and trust between employees. When Greater Good Science Center Science Director Emiliana Simon Thomas analyzed data from an interactive gratitude journal on thnx4.org, she found the greater the number of gratitude experiences people had on a given day, the better they felt. People who kept at it for at least 2 weeks showed significantly increased happiness, greater satisfaction with life, and higher resilience to stress. This group even reported fewer headaches and illnesses. Building a culture of gratitude at work is not easy, but the science says it's worth it. So here are 5 research-tested tips for fostering gratitude on the job. Why should anyone thank you for just doing your job? And why should you ever thank your coworkers for doing what they're paid to do? These are common questions in American workplaces, often posed rhetorically and sometimes with hostility. Elsewhere in American life, we say thank you to acknowledge the good things we get from other people, especially when they give out of the goodness of their hearts. We say thanks at home and in school, in stores and at church, but not at work. According to a survey of 2,000 Americans released earlier this year by the John Templeton Foundation, people are less likely to feel or express gratitude at work than any place else. And they're not thankful for their current jobs, ranking them dead last in a list of things they're grateful for. 93% agreed that grateful bosses are more likely to succeed, and only 18% thought that gratitude made bosses weak. Most reported that hearing thank you at work made them feel good and motivated. But here comes the messed up, mysterious, and interesting part. Almost all respondents reported that saying thank you to colleagues makes me feel happier and more fulfilled, but on a given day, only 10% acted on that impulse. A stunning 60% said they either never express gratitude at work or do so perhaps once a year. In short, Americans actively suppress gratitude on the job, even to the point of robbing themselves of happiness. Why? It may be because in theory, no one gives away anything at work. Every exchange is fundamentally economic. You don't deliver that memo to your boss at 3 o'clock sharp out of the goodness of your heart, but because that is what you're being paid to do. Your thanks is a paycheck. Fail to do what you're asked and you may not see another one. The need for a paycheck is only one of the motivations we bring to work. We don't just work for money. We also work for respect, for a sense of accomplishment, and for a feeling of purpose. We invest ourselves and our emotions into our jobs, and work affects our emotional states. Gratitude is a non-monetary way to support those non-monetary motivations. Thank you doesn't cost a dime, and it has measurably beneficial effects. In a series of 4 experiments, psychologists Adam Grant and Francesca Gino found that thank you from a supervisor gave people a strong sense of both self-worth and self-efficacy. The Grant and Gino study also reveals that the expression of gratitude has a spillover effect. Individuals become more trusting with each other and more likely to help each other out. So, without further ado, here are 5 ways you can help cultivate gratitude at work. 1. Start at the top. This is one of the clearest takeaways from research into workplace gratitude. Employees need to hear thank you from their boss first. That's because expressing gratitude can make some people feel unsafe, particularly in a workplace with a history of ingratitude. It's up to the people with power to clearly, consistently, and authentically say thank you in both public and private settings. These efforts can also translate into protocols and procedures. When hiring someone new, bosses can ask, "How do you wish to be thanked?" When an employee leaves, throw them a goodbye party and take a moment to express appreciation for their time and contributions. Gratitude can also be built into performance reviews and staff meetings, where 5 minutes can be allocated for people to say thank you to each other. 2. Thank the people who never get thanked. Every organization has that one employee that hogs all the glory. In hospitals, it's the doctors. At universities, it's the faculty. Every organization has high-profile individuals, but what about those who cut the checks, submit the invoices, mop the floors, write the copy? Thanking those who do thankless work is crucial because it sets the bar and establishes the tone. Yes, faculty do the research and teaching core to a university's mission, but without a cadre of staff behind them, they'd have to raise money for their own salaries and empty their own wastebaskets. Public appreciation of, for example, administration and physical plant staff makes their contributions visible and thus broadens everyone's understanding of how the organization functions. And needless to say, it improves morale and increases trust. 3. Aim for quality, not quantity. Forcing people to be grateful doesn't work. It feeds the power imbalances that undermine gratitude in the first place, and it can make expressions of gratitude feel inauthentic. The key is to create times and spaces that foster the voluntary, spontaneous expression of gratitude. Studies have consistently shown that there is such a thing as too much gratitude. It's trying to be grateful every day. It induces gratitude fatigue. So how do you convey authenticity? Details are decisive. When you are specific about the benefits of a person, action, or thing, it increases your own appreciation. And it tells a person that you are paying attention rather than just going through the motions. 4. Provide many opportunities for gratitude. When people are thanked for their work, they are more likely to increase their helping behavior and to provide help to others. But not everyone likes to be thanked or likes to say thank you in public. They may be shy or genuinely modest. The key is to create many different kinds of opportunities for gratitude. For example, research consistently finds that keeping a gratitude journal makes you 25% happier. Can an office keep a journal? Of course. The Administration and Finance Office of the University of California, Berkeley, created an appreciation platform that allows employees to recognize each other's contributions, which feeds into a kudos webpage that publicly highlights these contributions. You don't need to build a website, a bulletin board will do, sometimes called a gratitude wall. But this kind of project will work best if it encourages the thank you to target actual human beings instead of things. We are all thankful for coffee, for example, but the gratitude should go to Mary, the administrative assistant who makes the coffee every morning. Gift giving is another way to foster gratitude. Research shows that giving gifts may have an important effect on working relationships and reciprocity, and non-monetary gifts are the most beneficial of all. You can say thank you by taking on scut work, lending a parking space, or giving a day off. These kinds of non-monetary gifts can lead to more trust in working relationships if it's reciprocal, sincere, and altruistic. 5. In the wake of crisis, take time for Thanksgiving. Cultivating a culture of gratitude might be the best way to help a workplace prepare for stresses that come with change, conflict, and failure. Making gratitude a policy and a practice builds up a sort of psychological immune system that can cushion us when we fall. There is scientific evidence that grateful people are more resilient to stress, whether minor everyday hassles or major personal upheavals. Gratitude helps employees to see beyond one disaster and recognize their gains. Ideally, it gives them a tool to transform an obstacle into an opportunity and reframe a loss as a potential gain. If your office has gone through a crisis, hold a meeting with the aim of gaining a new perspective on the incident. Here are some questions that you could ask to help you recover from difficult experiences. What lessons did the experience teach us? Can we find ways to be thankful for what happened to us now, even though we were not at the time it happened? What ability did the experience draw out of us that surprised us? How have we become a better workplace because of this? Has this experience removed an obstacle that previously prevented us from feeling grateful? The science says we Americans need to overcome our aversion to gratitude on the job and come to see it as just one more career skill we can cultivate alongside skills like communication, negotiation, and forgiveness. It's something anyone can learn, from which everyone will benefit. Thank you for watching the Acts of Kindness channel. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a comment in the comment section below and click the like button to like this video. If you'd like to be notified when new content is uploaded, please subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon to receive video notifications. And remember, you too can change the world one act of kindness at a time.